What is up, you guys? I am so excited. I'm always excited, but I am especially excited to introduce to you my guest today, and that is my husband, Tanner, who is also my business partner. And today I thought that it would be very necessary and very appropriate to talk about ways that fitness has impacted us in our businesses. Tanner runs a construction business. I obviously run my wellness business. So, yeah, we're going to be here today to talk about how fitness has really impacted and taught us lessons to help us run our businesses.
And how by doing fitness, it correlates with your business in commitment and being able to stick to something and longevity of something. And by doing fitness, it's actually a really cool, intricate thing in your business, and it teaches you a lot. So
Absolutely. And fitness, business, they're both hard things. They're not easy. They are something that requires a lot from you. So, in order to really achieve what you're setting out to do, it really takes a lot of strategy, and yeah, they just correlate so well together that it just made sense to talk about it today. So, first thing first is success. We want to say that it looks differently to everyone. We all define success differently. So, what might be what we think it is might be totally different from what you think it is. So, we're saying this kind of in the terms of what it looks like to you. So, what is your definition of success?
to me, success is, now we talked about this earlier today.
We did go over
We
things.
did talk
we did
about
talk
this.
about things.
But to me, my success is choosing to be happy. Waking up every morning, even though things are tough or things are going good or however it is, and choosing to put on the happy face, choosing to truly be happy in where you're at in your life. Doesn't matter if you have money, if you're the most jacked person on the earth, or if you've got the best house or anything. As long as you are happy in any stage of your life, that's what I think true success is.
Nice.
And a lot of people spend their whole life trying to find that. So if you find that early in life, you're going to be way better off for the long run.
Yeah, I think a lot of times we can think that success means we only reach it when we reach a certain point in our life, if we get that money or we get that job or we get that status. And I think if we look at it that way, first of all, it's going to be super unfulfilling and it's going to be really hard to stick through the journey, because most of our life is the journey.
Yeah.
Actually reaching that destination. And then also, at least I have found that sometimes those things we think are going to make us super happy are great in the moment, but as time goes on, they don't always stay exciting. So we have to learn and train ourselves to
love the journey.
Yeah, and choose to be thankful in each moment, even though there are a lot of moments that aren't easy, which is how I define success. I define success as being an overcomer and beating the odds and not stopping, not to stop trying, continuing to move forward, leveling up. It's not actually reaching a certain point. It's continuing to try to get better yourself. Try to keep going and don't let the hard things and the challenges get in your way, is how I would define success. So anyway, things got super serious, but we do have 6 things that we kind of came up with that really correlate together with fitness and business. So we're going to run through them just as a list, and then we kind of want to talk about some that stick out to us. So we said that there are there are 6 things that we learned. And the first one's endurance, confidence, patience, strategy, goal setting, and sustainability. They all go hand in hand with fitness and business.
And sorry to cut you off. And in using those in a combination of things, you can create your own happiness and you can create your own success in life by using those key elements, by waking up and having these things in place will help you reach success as well.
Yeah, these are really things that you need in order to really go on that journey. Because you, just like with a vehicle, you need all of the parts in the vehicle. You need the engine, you need the wheels, you need all of the things that are going to work together. That's with these as well. They all work together, and you need to find out which ones are going to build your car so that you can drive and you can go on that journey.
Well, the funny thing is you can't drive without wheels. You can't drive without a steering wheel. You can't drive without an engine. And funny enough, we say that these things, the topic is how fitness and business relate to each other, but endurance, confidence, patience, having a plan in life and then being able to sustain that is totally related to how you live your life. Mm-hmm. And having success in your life.
Mm-hmm. Feeling like you're really thriving, that you have purpose. I think that also comes with it too, is not necessarily, like we said, you don't have to have all the money, all that stuff, but really feeling like you're going somewhere, really feeling like you're fulfilling what it is that you're meant to do in life. So what really stands out to you? What really lights you on fire? What do you feel is really important of the six that we went through that really stands out to you?
Honestly, confidence to me is number one. Because if you have confidence, to me personally, I feel confidence trumps. Yeah, trumps. We may have separate opinions on this, but I feel confidence trumps because if you have the confidence, then you're able to endure things better because you have confidence in yourself and you have confidence in the plans that you make and you have confidence in being able to stay in it and you have confidence in reaching your goals and you have confidence in everything. To me, confidence is really the most defining thing. If you were really striving to get something, it's confidence in your fitness journey, confidence in where you are in your health, confidence in everything. Confidence is number one.
Oh, well, I don't know where to go from there. That makes me want to try to change my answer.
Change it quick.
But okay, I'm going to stick to what I said, and
which was
endurance. I really think that it's so easy. It's so easy to give up with anything. Something as simple.
But if you have confidence.
I always tell him he could be a great salesman because he really could sell anyone anything because he's so convincing.
Put a comment below if I could sell you confidence.
Yeah, he's just going to start selling it. But no, I think that it's important to learn the skill of endurance because it's as easy as wanting to give up on doing dishes. Like, it's something that has to be done every day and I don't want to do it, but it's something as small as enduring through the fact that you're going to be doing dishes for the rest of your life. It is what it is. It's the fact of life, and enduring trials and enduring pain, like endurance in fitness. I mean, getting through those reps, that is you're when you say, okay, I'm going to do 20 of these reps, and you get to 12 and you're like, I don't know if I can do this. And you're like, nope, I can do it. I'm going to push through it. And you get to that 20.
What is that?
That's endurance.
That's confidence.
Oh.
When I get to 12 and I can I make it? Yes, I can make it.
I should have brought you on for the Confidence Cure podcast episode.
I think what my colleague here is trying to say is I think you need confidence first.
Yes.
But
you've convinced me.
Did I convince you?
You did convince me.
I think you need confidence first, but with that confidence, then you pair up all the other things. And that's what makes a dynamite thing. Confidence to say I can get there, and then the endurance to actually get there.
Right.
Confidence is like the talk. Confidence is the mindset.
Confidence is the fire starter.
Confidence is the fire starter.
Endurance keeps the flame going.
Correct.
Boom!
There you go. So
boom! You guys, okay, sorry. But I think that's kind of cool because, you know, we're husband and wife, and we kind of put that together, and it was like a puzzle piece, and it's kind of cool. Okay.
This was all pre-rehearsed.
No, it was actually wasn't. But yeah, that's kind of cool. And I agree. And I see that too. And yeah, and definitely take the 6 that we pointed out and see which one you think is kind of the fire starter for you, and which one you think really you want to start with.
And what are you lacking in? The whole point
or that you want to grow in.
Yeah, the whole point of this podcast is to explain to you the different what would you call these?
Skills?
The different skills. Yeah, to explain to you the different skills and to find your deficiencies.
And we all have them. We all have. Would you agree?
I'd like to say no, but
no, but we all struggle. We all have areas that we can grow.
You know, if you lack confidence, try to do things that help you boost that. If you lack goal setting abilities.
But okay, now here's my side of the argument. So
this was an argument?
No, but if you learn the skill of endurance, you're going to gain.
You're back on the endurance thing.
I just came up with this thought.
Okay, let's hear it.
If you choose to learn the skill of endurance, you're going to gain confidence, because that is showing yourself what you're capable of. In fact, that is why I chose endurance, because that was my story with my postpartum depression. Is I was not confident for much of my life. You helped me with that. And also the Lord and my faith helped me with that. But for much of my life, I wasn't really confident. But in my postpartum depression, I learned endurance, and I learned how I am strong, and I am capable, and I am able to get through hard things. And that built my confidence, because I saw what I was able to do, and it built me up. But anyway, we'll move on from that. I do think, though, that we made some pretty good points in there, and I think it will help.
Yeah.
But the reason we point all of this out too, and I think one of the biggest takeaways and the biggest thing of all of this, and the point of the topic, is to realize that fitness goes so far beyond the physical. I say that all the time. If you've been around with me for a while, you know I say that all the time. But it's true, and this will boost your motivation for fitness too, when you realize that it correlates with more than just showing up to the gym and focusing on the number on the scale. It goes so far beyond that. You are learning skills in fitness. When you take care of your health, you're learning skills that will take you into business, that will take you into relationships, that will take you into your everyday life. You're going to learn how to get through things.
Your fitness and your life, it's all a mental game. It's
For
this
sure.
this is all where they always say where the mind goes, the body follows.
Mm-hmm.
If you're strong in mind, the body will follow. It's easy to become strong in the body if you're really strong in the mind.
Absolutely. 100%. 100%. And that is why two pillars in my fitness program are faith and mindset, mind, body, soul connection, because you need, in order to show up to that workout, you need to have a good mindset and you need to feel good in your mind and your mental health. Otherwise, it doesn't really matter. The physical part of it is, it's just, I don't know.
It's really not when you have one and not the other. The funny thing is if you have the mind strength, it your body really doesn't matter. But if you just have the physical strength, what does it gain you? If you lack confidence and you're physically strong, or you lack goal setting, if you lack any of those things, you could have the strongest body in the world, but you're not going to go anywhere.
Totally. And I guess that really reveals to us that we didn't think about prior, but these all are, they're
Like
mental.
we
They're
said that
mental.
they relate to life.
No, but these are strategies of the mind, really. They're strategies of the mind. We'll read the six again. So it's endurance, confidence, patience, strategy, goal setting, and sustainability. It's really the mind. It's strategy of the mind.
The first the funny thing is, the first thing when you start your fitness journey is, I got to get my ass up and out of bed. And that's the mindset. Whoops. Sorry, we can bleep that out. Sorry, moms, young kids in the car.
I actually don't know how to bleep, so.
Darn it. Well, we're gonna I guess just mute that section for the kids. Sorry about that at home. But that honestly, the first thing you do is getting yourself to the gym. And that's sometimes the biggest fight of them all. And that's all a mental, it's such a mental game that you play with yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
And I think too, something that I realized in all of these too is how you show up for your health can indicate how you show up for everything else. If you're dreading your health or like fitness, or if you're just like, I'll just shake it off, pay attention to those things. Pay attention to how you are prioritizing it, how you are approaching it, because it can correlate with everything else. Because anything that takes work, fitness takes work, your health takes work, relationships take work, business takes work, jobs take work. Those areas where you're showing up in one might reflect how you're showing up in all the other areas. So it's worth stepping back and just taking a look. How am I showing up in all these areas? And am I showing up in one stronger than the other? Maybe I can take a lesson I learned from this one and put it over here, or maybe, and it's really cool to see how we can get through them and really come out stronger and thrive, because honestly, those are the areas that are really going to bring you joy, to be honest. I mean, and certainly, at least we find family and faith come first, but gosh, taking care of your health, you feel good, you have energy, you're able to do the things in life you want to do. With your relationships, so huge. Relationships are so important. We aren't meant to be in life alone. We're meant to have relationships and love one another. And then in your business, you're able to support your family, you're able to put food on the table, you're able to help people, you're able to put your skills forward in the world and find your purpose. So it's really, it's, those areas are fulfilling, and sometimes we can get discouraged and we're like, oh, you know, it's so hard. But we have the ability to master these skills and to come out of it on the other side.
I was just writing down some notes. So, because this is kind of relating to fitness, if you lack in any of these areas, best thing to do is just start right from scratch and build yourself up. So, first thing, like I would do in the morning to help yourself get on track is, so A, for confidence. So I'd wake up and I'd find something positive about yourself. Find something that you really love about yourself, that you think is really special about yourself. The next thing I would do is goal setting. And I would plan to get onto a fitness journey is I would plan to do one exercise a day. Start off with something simple like that. Do one exercise a day. Strategy, think about when you're going to do it, how you're going to do it, um, and then carry it out. And the more you do it, and then all of a sudden you're completing that goal, and then you're adding another goal, and you're doing this and you're doing that, all of a sudden your confidence is through the roof because you're knocking off these checklists.
Yeah.
Right? You're knocking off these checklists. In the meantime, you're getting stronger because you're committing to your goals. And it all started off by doing 10 push-ups before bed.
Can we call that a domino effect?
A domino effect. That is
Yeah.
a domino effect,
Domino
a ripple effect.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what that is. And that's how it is. And it, so like I said, if you lack in any of these areas and you don't really know where to, like, how do I integrate endurance into my life, or how, just start from the very beginning and work your way up, and then you'll check off the points as you go. Because if all of a sudden goal setting, if you plan to do one thing a week, one thing a day, all of a sudden you're at the end of the seventh day, that's endurance. You've endured that workout for 7 days. So as you go, you check off all these things, and you'll learn the skill without knowing that you've learned the skill.
Absolutely. I like that. And also to bear in mind, again, that nothing in life is perfect, and you're going to fall down, and you're going to have days where it seems like, wow, this is just, I can't move another step. I can't even barely do a stride. But pick yourself up and keep going. A lot of it comes down to commitment and dedication and determination to better yourself and better your life, and be the best we can be. And it's not a matter of reaching perfection or reaching a certain status or a certain body image or a certain anything. It's just about being grateful that we have this opportunity, to live life in abundance how God intended for us, and being thankful for what we can do and putting our best foot forward, because I think that is in all of us. I think we all have that drive to be the best we can be. I think that's in all of us. And sometimes it just feels like life is not allowing us to do that. But if you show up in the best way you can each day, you'll do it. And the more consistent you are in trying to do any of these, it's going to come. Like we said, it's a domino effect. It's a matter of staying as consistent as you can, and it's just going to grow. It's watering a seed. You're going to grow. I feel good about that. I feel like we really covered it. And yeah, I think there was a lot of good stuff here.
Good points. Yeah. So I think
Yeah.
that the takeaways for the day is that fitness is definitely a good teacher for life.
Yeah. It gives you a lot of lessons and a lot of whys and a lot of ways that you can apply it to more than just, like we said, the number on the scale. It teaches you how to be an overcomer, how to do any of these. It teaches you skill sets.
Yeah.
It teaches you how to have a strong mind and to really get through what you need to get through.
Yeah, you betcha. And another thing to take away from this podcast, and you could do this as you drive to work or however it is, but think about how you define success. Think about how you define success and if you're meeting your criteria of success.
Yes. Because we all know, and that's the funny thing. That's why really think about how you define success, because the best person to measure your progress is yourself. Because success is subjective. Subjective or objective?
Subjective.
It's subjective because everyone thinks of it differently. So if you're measuring your success by the next person, you're going to feel like a failure because they're going to be like, no, that's not what success is. And you're going to feel terrible about yourself. And that's not going to get you any closer to any of these skill sets or to where you want to go. So think about how you define success and measure it to yourself. The only person you should be comparing yourself to is you and progressing in your own way.
I think that's the keys for today.
I think that's the keys. I think that is the key. That is the key.
That's the key.
You guys, I have to say thank you so much.
You're welcome.
My husband, Tanyr. I hope, see, if this was like a live recording, I'd be like, can we all give you guys or give him a round of applause? I can't even explain in words how proud I am to have him on my podcast today. For him to do this, you guys, he's
I had to get dressed up. Pretty fancy.
But it's just in words, I can't even explain how much it means to me. So please give him support in whatever way you can by either commenting on this episode on YouTube or going on Instagram and commenting on the preview or sharing this on your stories. I would so appreciate it on Instagram, whatever you end up doing. And
would like to also point out, if you would like to see us do more topics together.
This is good.
If you would like to see more topics between the two of us as a married couple, tell us what you think and maybe send some topics. And maybe we could skim through the topics and as a couple see which topics would be good for podcast worthy.
Ooh. Oh, wow. He must have had a good experience today.
Opened up a realm. You opened up a realm.
Well, I help him in his business, so I'm thankful he helps me in mine. He helps me in many areas. But yeah, this was so cool. I am on cloud 9. I could just shut it down right now and I'd be happy. I'd be like, yes, I did this podcast episode and it's done. It's good. I've achieved what I want to achieve. But yeah. Okay, guys. Well, that is all we have for today. And thank you for tuning in. And until next time.